The Freedom Ride was supposed to take place on May 4th from Washington, D.C., and end up in New Orleans on May 17th. Well, it didn't happen that way. When one bus reached Anniston, Alabama, the bus was bombed. When it reached Birmingham, the riders were beaten. None of the bus drivers would drive the Freedom Ride. So Attorney General Bobby Kennedy had Eastern Airlines fly them to New Orleans. New Orleans trained over 40% of the riders who went from New Orleans to Jackson, Mississippi. And after the passage of the ICC ruling in September 1961, I became what I call a tester. And we tested throughout Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and to Beaumont, Texas. We stopped in Macomb, Mississippi. Macomb was a stronghold of the Ku Klux Klan. We got there to the Greyhound Terminal. Jerome went in to purchase our return tickets. After that, the 4 testers went in. We went to the lunch counter, sat down. George Raymond said to the waitress, "May I have a cup of coffee, please?" The manager came out and said, yelling, "Greyhound does not own this terminal, please leave." George again said to the waitress, "May I have a cup of coffee, please?" Young white Mississippian went to the coffee maker, poured a cup of hot coffee, walked behind George Raymond, poured the hot coffee over his head, and hit him in the base of the neck with the coffee cup. 4 or 5, maybe even 6 guys jumped Jerome, beating him with brass knuckles. I guess George Raymond had seen how badly he was being beaten and stepped in to take some of the blows. And I think that really saved Jerome's life. When we finally got out of that terminal, we were being chased. But when I rounded that corner, a group of black people encircled me. I think they saved my life. Driven back to the White Castle Hotel and Cafe, was treated by a Dr. James Anderson. After Dr. Anderson had finished treating Jerome, Jerome turned to me and said, "Get Bobby Kennedy on the phone." And I looked at him like, "Man, you had one too many hits." He again said to me, "Get Bobby Kennedy on the phone." And I'm looking at him, so he called out this number. I had my pad, and I wrote down the number. Dialed the number, expecting a receptionist to answer the phone. This man's voice came on the other end. I say, "My name is Dorotha Smith, and I'm calling for Jerome Smith." He said, "I'm aware of the situation. There are FBI agents out front waiting to take you back to New Orleans." Being all of 18 and a half years old, I say to the Attorney General, "Oh, no, they won't. We're going back to New Orleans the way we came, by bus."